My name is Khalif Hester, and I am doing my senior project on the destruction of cocaine.
Okay, I'm Emma. It's nice to meet you.
Same to you. What is your thoughts on cocaine?
I think cocaine is often considered like a very sexy drug. It doesn't have the same obvious effects that like methamphetamines or heroin are known to have. You know, like injection drugs, there's all sorts of diseases associated with them. With meth, you get those horrible teeth. Like, I think cocaine, you can look at it and be like, oh, it's not as bad. But like, what I didn't realize as a young person is like it does have a lot of the same effects. So I think that's something that I've come around to realizing is like, it can destroy your nose, it can destroy your heart, all these like scary things that I didn't really realize. Because people around me in college were using it all the time. And I was like, oh, it's just like, you know, not a big deal. But I think I've slowly sort of come to realize that it is kind of a tough drug.
Do you think cocaine has a bad effect on society?
I think that any drug has the potential to have a bad effect on society in that it's habit forming, and when you become addicted to something, you lose sight of your other goals. You know, that becomes your one goal. And so, yeah, absolutely. Like anything that someone gets addicted to can be terrible for society because it can destroy their lives, and destroying lives is bad.
Do you think cocaine users should get the same penalty as the dealer with cocaine?
I don't. I think with any drug, the dealers and the producers and people who are making the drugs or however they're getting procured, I think that those people are the ones who really you have to look to punish. The users are just, you know, they're like tiny little fish in the sea, whereas you want to get the like big sharks or whales that are eating everyone else, you know, like there's too many fish to deal with. It's not, resource-wise, it doesn't make sense. In terms of those people, you know, like you make a mistake, it doesn't make sense to punish everyone.
Yes. Does cocaine have an effect on anyone around you?
In college, it did a lot. I saw a lot of drug use in college. I didn't personally use any drugs, but I think I've definitely seen addiction. I've seen how it destroys lives. I've seen how it destroys people's health and families. Yeah.
Do you think cocaine users who commit crimes are innocent or sober?
I think that's a hard question because when you take a drug, that's a choice.
Yes.
And regardless of how that drug alters you, you've still made the choice to be under the influence of it. So it's almost like you're agreeing, you know, when you do the drug, that whatever happens after that happens, you know?
Yes. What part of the human body does cocaine affect the most, do you think?
Well, since I'm a medical student, I don't know how to phrase this, but it's like, it affects your vasculature, so all your blood vessels, it constricts them, and it raises your blood pressure. That's a big part of it, and sort of a lot of the rest of it. But then also your nose. I mean, if you're doing what most people do and you're inhaling cocaine through your nose, it destroys your nose. So cosmetically, that's the biggest thing.
If you could tell some cocaine users about the use of cocaine, what would it be?
I would say be careful. I mean, I think, I don't know. People do drugs for a lot of reasons. I think if you're thinking about trying drugs, I would say think twice, and there are a lot of ways to test your limits without doing that and challenge things. I don't know, with anything, you know, less is better. So, you know, but that's true of anything. Alcohol, marijuana, fatty food, you know, like less is better. So,
because cocaine use is very large in the United States, how do you think it would be abolished, or how could it be abolished?
I don't think it ever could. I think that human beings like to do things that are bad for them because they feel good. And, you know, people like to do drugs or drink alcohol or eat fatty food or, you know, whatever. I don't think it's possible. I think prohibition, trying to make alcohol illegal a long time ago, showed us that nothing's going to stop people from doing things they want to do. So,
Alright, so that's it. Thank you for your time.
it was a pleasure talking to you. Can I
Pleasure to
ask you
meet
why
you.
you chose this topic?
Oh, I live in like an area it's in like Southwest Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And it's like a real big cocaine. Like there's a lot of people in that area that use cocaine
Yeah.
and sell cocaine. So it's like stuff I see a lot. Like I see a lot of bases or cookies. I don't want to say crunchies, but I see a lot of them a lot. So it's like something I found interesting because like my mom one day, my mom was in the car. My mom was like riding by. She see one of her friends, and she was like, cocaine like really took toll on her. And she said her friend was a real good track runner. She was a track runner. And she ran like a lot of PMDs and stuff. And she said that cocaine really destroyed it. And then like she was talking to me. I said, I see a bunch of the destruction of cocaine because I couldn't find nothing else to do because everything else seemed like a lot harder than that. Like it was something that was easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your area, just out of curiosity, like, do you see those other drugs too, or is it primarily cocaine for some reason?
It's marijuana and cocaine. It's not really but it's not like powder cocaine like it's like cocaine and crack corn.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's not really like a powder cocaine. And you don't it's like I don't think it's really meth users in the area. But you'll see like tiny use of heroin.
Okay.
Heroin users.
So I'm sorry, I don't even know. So this kind of cocaine you inject now?
It's like I think they put in the it's a pipe. It's some type of pipe you put in and then you smoke it and you do crack cocaine.
Oh, thank you for educating me. That's helpful. Oh, okay.
Alright,
I'm glad you chose something important to you. That's really interesting.
alright, thank you.
Thank